Shoot on bang.
This is car 58.
See you around like a donut,
What?
Carl.
Officer Pendlebury's down. We'll be right over.
See you, Hernandez.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Welcome back to the channel, folks. Sorry for whatever clickbaity title I wrote. The channel's fine. I just wanted to get the attention of as many of my subscribers as I could, since videos like this don't usually perform well, and I didn't want to make a channel update through a community post. This video was meant to drop back in August during the channel's 5th anniversary, but a combo of me mismanaging my time, and that sharp drop in views every YouTuber experienced during that month in August, caused me to postpone this video for a while. This isn't meant to be another YouTube is killing my channel type of video, just an update discussing the state of the channel, future videos I want to work on, and just what I've been up to this year. I have to say, I can't believe my channel's over 5 years old now. Feels like just yesterday I was an idiot fumbling around, making half-assed videos to keep myself busy, and with only a handful of subscribers. If it wasn't for my GTA 3 video hitting the algorithm, I would have abandoned YouTube years ago. While I don't think it's my best work, I'm glad the video got attention and I'm happy to see so many people still supporting my work years later. I think it's been a while since I've properly thanked all of you, but yeah, thanks for the support. Without all of you in my corner, I wouldn't find the drive to keep creating and improving on my content. I wish I was better at releasing content on time, and touching base with all of you more often, but I appreciate your patience and understanding. I generally avoid discussing views or video performance, since that's just the nature of YouTube. Some months are great, some are bad, and regardless of the amount of work you put into a video, not everything is going to have an amazing debut. Plus, most of my best performing videos grew over time instead of blowing up when they dropped. That said, 2025 has been a weird year for me, and channel traffic is definitely lower compared to the last 2 years. But ignoring the hiccup in August, views are also down for a lot of creators on YouTube. Might be a bit of copium on my part, but I'm not stressing the drop in traffic. I won't pretend like a video flopping doesn't bug me, but I'm not going to cry about it either. I just shrug my shoulders and move on to the next one. YouTube prioritizes average watch time over actual views, and my older content always manages to pick up the slack when a new video fizzles out. While I'm not burnt out, I have been in a bit of a funk since the end of last year. I'll be honest, I was really focused on dropping a big video last December, and failing to get the Red Dead Redemption 2 video out on time really threw me off my game. The plan was to get it out in the middle of the month, and then enjoy a nice break during the holidays to recharge. But it didn't play out that way. I'm proud of my work on it, and I'm happy the video was received well, but I feel like I've been playing catch up the entire year, and trying to make up for lost time. I fell into that classic YouTuber pitfall of trying to get that next big video out, and I didn't give myself time to catch my breath. I didn't really cut myself any slack until the release of the Days Gone video, which is when I stopped worrying about getting things done by the arbitrary deadlines I set for myself, and instead started focusing on making sure I was happy with the videos. I won't pretend that every video I make is a certified banger. Ignoring the runtimes, I think it's obvious when I'm making a video about something I like, versus something I'm passionate about. I tend to fall into YouTube reviewer mode when it's something that I just enjoy, as opposed to my usual tone where I'm more conversational, cracking jokes, and going on random tangents when discussing something I really like, especially when I'm defending a game with a poor or underwhelming reception, like Days Gone or Mafia 3. So going forward, I'm going to maintain that Fuzzy Slippers energy for both longer and shorter videos, while being a little more selective in what I want to cover. In between the bigger stuff, I want to try more experimental videos, like character analysis, essay topics, or maybe a lore video. Outside of what I cover or discuss, are my videos going to change all that much? Probably not. I prefer to keep the editing simple, and this isn't the type of channel that lends itself well to me holding a microphone while standing in front of a green screen. Hot take, but I don't think the solution to improving my content is to copy what everyone else is doing. You follow the trends and you just disappear into the crowd. I may use my avatar a little more though. In fact, I might make the jump from using a PNG to an actual 3D model. Nothing elaborate or as complicated as a VTuber rig, but a fun low poly model I could use as a talking head or for reactions. No deadline on when that'll happen though. I'm only mildly dabbled with Blender, so I have to pay someone who knows what they're doing to make the 3D model I'm thinking of. All that said, I am going to be taking a step back from the channel for a bit. The reason? I've started a new job. One that pays much better than my last one, but one that's a hybrid job and not fully remote. So I can't work on videos as freely as I used to. I'm not planning on quitting, but I'm going to be on a mini hiatus while I get adjusted to my new routine. Ditto, I won't have any time to stream whatsoever. At most, it'll be an irregular thing I do now and then for fun, as opposed to making it a regular part of my content like I originally planned. There's a lot of training involved with this new job, so I can't really wrap my head around much else at the moment. But once I'm settled in and can plan around my new schedule, things will get back on track. It helps that after a few months I get to work from home 2 days out of the week, so there'll be times when I can put more of my focus on a new video. As for what's in store for the channel for the rest of the year, well, not much honestly. Mostly some smaller videos with possibly one bigger video after the Yakuza 2 video is done. Yakuza 2 might end up being the last big one for the year, honestly. My progress on it has been really slow as I started interviewing and preparing for this new job when I started recording footage of the game. I've got a draft of my script for it, but it's nowhere near finished. So I'll be covering a few different things before I get to Yakuza 2. There isn't going to be a big video like in past years either. Technically, that was the Red Dead Redemption 2 video back in January, which was supposed to be the big release of 2024. Go watch that video, by the way. Over the summer, I floated around ideas for either Final Fantasy X, Cyberpunk 2077, or Fallout 4 as the big project to work on, and hopefully deliver on time in December. Final Fantasy X is my favorite Final Fantasy game, and easily one of my top 5 games of all time. I could go through its entire story without having to do a fresh playthrough, but I really want to take my time with it since the game means so much to me. Cyberpunk 2077 is such a massive game, and despite sinking over 100 hours into it, I'd still need way more time to properly prepare a video on it. Also, wouldn't surprise me if a few bigger YouTubers were planning to cover it too. That leaves Fallout 4, which, honestly, I probably could have eked out a video in December, and the timing would have been perfect with the release of the Anniversary Edition, but with this new job I just don't have the time. So yeah, I kinda just fumbled the ball on managing my time and planning ahead, but at the very least I can relax and not stress having to get content out constantly. This is also a great opportunity to experiment with what I want to make a little. Been mulling over for a while now, doing videos on indies I'm playing, and like I mentioned before, maybe some story focused or character analysis videos, some of which will bring me back to discussing GTA again. There'll probably be some end of the year listicle stuff thrown in, mainly what I played this year, game of the year, best and worst kind of stuff. Nothing inspired, but I'll do my best to give it that fuzzy slippers flair, and avoid being another box standard ranking video. Also, I might be remaking a few of my older videos. There's quite a few games I've covered before the channel blew up that I want to give another crack at, now that I'm better at scripting, editing, and explaining my points. Honestly, despite it being the second best performing video on the channel, the GTA 4 video is one I've really wanted to redo. There's so much more I could have said, things I didn't cover the first time around, and I want to re-record all my footage so the video doesn't look like ass. Though I'm probably not redoing that one for a long time. I'd mostly stick to some smaller favorites of mine, like the Mega Man Legends series, or the Digimon World videos. But Bully is the one I'm strongly considering redoing first, so we'll see how that plays out. I might do a re-upload of the Warriors video too. Despite being up on my channel for over 2 years with no issues, over the summer Paramount manually claimed the video for using some footage of the movie. Even though the scenes were spread out across the video, and the combined footage probably adds up to like 2% of its content. Normally I just let it go. The Warriors video peaked in views a while ago, so it's not like I was making much on it anymore. But it rubs me the wrong way that I can't turn off monetization so you guys can watch it ad-free, and Paramount can just profit off my work. I'm still mulling it over, but if I do re-edit and re-upload it, I'll delist the original Warriors video, and link it so everyone can still watch the original version if they want. So while things will be a bit slow for now, it'll hopefully lead to the rejuvenation of my channel. With GTA 6 on the horizon, and my sub count a stone's throw away from 100k, I'm not ready to throw in the towel just yet. Though it took so long to get this channel update out, GTA 6 got delayed again, possibly due to Rockstar Games getting caught up in some union-busting shenanigans. Outside of all that and the new job, not much else is going on in my life. Bought a Switch too, been loving it a lot. Donkey Kong Bonanza was some of the best fun I've had in years with a platformer. Easily in my top 5 Game of the Year contenders for 2025. I debated doing a review of it after I beat the game, but reviews of newly released games don't do that well on my channel. So maybe I'll talk about it in a top 5 Games of the Year video. Also been playing a lot of Hades too. The game is solid and really improves on what made the first game so good. I think I prefer Malinois over Zagreus as a protagonist too. I finished Pokemon Legends ZA, and I enjoyed my time with it. The drama surrounding the game is completely overblown in my opinion. It's a 7 out of 10 experience, but not a flop or failure. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are much worse games. Been putting some time into Digimon Story Time Stranger 2. I'm really glad this game is getting tons of attention. I hope it leads to a resurgence for the Digimon franchise. Oh, and I've been slowly chipping away at Ghost of Yotei. Fun fact, I actually received a download code for the game from Sony a day before it was released. which really threw me off since I'm not part of their creator program, and they've never reached out to me before either. So at first I was 100% sure it was a scam email from someone pretending to represent PlayStation in order to try and steal my email login. But after carefully going through the email and redeeming the code, it turned out to be legit. Not sure what I did to earn a free code, maybe someone working at PlayStation like my Days Gone video. Not much I can say about Ghost of Yotei at the moment, I'm only like 5 hours into it. I might be misremembering, but it does feel a little slower to get going than Ghost of Tsushima did. But I'm liking Atsu a little more than I did Jin Sakai, mostly since she's got more of a personality compared to him. Anywho, I don't want to drag this video out any longer than I need to, so thanks for watching and supporting my channel all these years. I'm hoping to get back to regular content creation soon, and hopefully produce better videos now that I don't have to lean on the channel as much to supplement my income. I've got a good feeling 2026 is when Fuzzy Slippers will take that next big step on YouTube. And that's the video. Thanks for watching, folks, and special thanks to my channel members and patrons, including Alfred Correa, Augie Doggy, Bailey Morrison, Brad Taylor, Chris Gore, Eric Lee, Gonkdroid the Critic, Kerr Guardians, Skillfuse, SR Powa, Thunder Muffin, and Reckless Nerd. Since things are going to be slow for a while, I might change up rewards for patrons and members since I'm not confident I can always deliver a video early, or even on time while I'm still training at this new job. But I'll try to make it up to you guys somehow, possibly with an exclusive video or a poll to vote on a game to cover. As soon as I got an idea, I'll touch base with all of you. Again, thanks for watching, folks. Check out whatever the recommended video is here at the end, and subscribe if you're new. I'm Fuzzy Slippers, and I'll see you later. Peace.